Bitcoin ETFs lost $1 billion in a single week. Ethereum ETFs bled another 65 million, and XRP, the asset everyone called dead money, pulled in 60 million from the exact same investor base in the exact same window under the exact same macro conditions. That is not a rotation. That is a migration, and migrations have architects. I am the Calm Analyst. What I do on this channel is take the institutional data, the structural mechanics, and the documented capital flows and read them precisely, without the noise, without the emotion, without the agenda. Let me now map the architecture behind the number, because the 60.5 million that entered XRP ETFs last week is being explained as a reaction, a response to the Clarity Act, a response to tokenization milestones, a sentiment shift. That is the narrative on this platform, and it inverts the actual sequence. Professional capital does not react to headlines. It prepositions before them. The flows you are seeing now were designed to happen, not triggered. The architecture was built first. The regulatory permissions came second. And the capital flows are simply the third domino in a predetermined sequence. Are you following the headline explanation? Or are you watching the structural sequence that produced it? Let me now give you the first domino, the infrastructure layer. Every institutional allocation in financial technology follows a specific order. The rails come first, the legal permissions come second, the capital comes third. This is not a theory. This is the documented pattern of every major asset class that transitioned from unregulated to regulated. The S&P 500 futures in 1982, the euro-dollar market in the 1980s, Bitcoin futures on CBOE and CME in 2017. In every single case, the infrastructure was operational before the capital arrived. The infrastructure was never built in response to capital. Capital arrived because the infrastructure was ready. XRP is not an exception to this pattern. It is the most precise example of it. The ISO 2022 compliance, the RLUSD stablecoin launch, the Ripple payments corridor expansion to 80 countries, the 300,000 new ledger accounts opened in a single quarter. These are not reactions to the Clarity Act. These are the infrastructure preparations that were completed before the regulatory door was opened. Here is what most coverage missed underneath this build-out. The reason XRP has not moved is